Hi, welcome back to the Average Whiskey Drinker channel. I'm your host, Brian. Today, I'm going to be bringing you that's right, five more affordable whiskeys under $40. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be bringing you five whiskeys under $40. Five more. I just recently did a video about a week ago about 15 whiskeys under $40, and I figured why not? There was a couple I left off. Some friends had mentioned to me that I'd left off, and I said, you know what? I need to do five more just because. So the first one I'm going to kick off with, some people like it, some people don't. It's a Tennessee product. I'm sure you're going to know what it is. Dickel 8-year-old. Dickel 8-year-old bourbon is a $35 bottle here. It just started coming to Michigan roughly about, I would say, about 6 months ago. Other than that, you had to find it like on Nestor's or Sealbox or something like that. But this little ditty right here is a 84% corn. It is an 8% rye. It is an 8% malted barley. And it's, as you can see, I've had a couple sips out of it. It's 8 years old. It doesn't have the Dickel Flintstone note, which a lot of people get. A couple jokes back with the other YouTubers was it has a Band-Aidy taste, like a minerally taste. And that is true. I mean, you can tell if you take anything with a Dickel in it, no pun intended, you're going to get that taste. But with this, they came out with an 8-year-old bourbon that is, what's the proof on this? Just to take a look. 90 proof. It's actually really good. It's got some vanilla, some bright hints of cherry, a little orange, a little bit of almond toffee, surprisingly, and very little of the Dickel taste. So that's number one. Number two, this was AJ and Ryan from the Bourbon Guys. You should check out their channel. Excellent channel. They were very high on this. It's Smooth Ambler, the rye. This was surprising because you always see it in the stores and you always see the bourbon and you're like, is it going to be any good? But for here, it's $40. So it's right at that number. It's 105 proof, so it's a little proofy, but it's a blend of Tennessee and MGP. So you have the Tennessee of 51% rye, the MGP of 95 rye. So this gets that baking spice, you get that rye spice. But the other thing is with it being the high proof, you get that little bit of that dab of ethanol in it. So it's a little bang for the buck. But on the palate, I got some cinnamon, again, like the rye spice, a little bit of oakiness, and your classic vanilla notes. So again, $40. It's really, really good. Easy to find. Very easy to find. Number three, this one's a little harder to find in Michigan. You can find it. There's some places in Novi that I know of. There's a couple in Birmingham. It is Cooper's Craft 100. This is a nice 100 proofer. This is my third bottle. It's about $35 here, but it's harder to find. And you're going to find some of the places around here will mark it up. Usually you can find it if you can. Some of the mom and pop shops for about $50. So you're going to pay a little bit more. But this bad boy has 75% corn, 15% rye, and 10% malted barley. Now, this also being a Brown-Forman product, you get that classic banana note. You get oak and brown sugar. It's just, honestly, when they got rid of the next one I'm going to talk about and went and did this, honestly, and I'll explain why. I like this one a lot more, but I'll explain why with the next bottle, why I liked that version of the Brown-Forman better. And you got to figure it out. It's Early Times, bottled in bond. 100 proofer. Now, there were other people on YouTube. They did comparisons. This one is the KY 414. This is the Brown-Forman before they sold it to Sazerac. Sazerac's, you see on the back, this says 414. Sazerac says Kentucky KY 12. Now, I've had both. And believe it or not, I can still get this one for $28, the 414. In a local mom and pop, he got, what did he tell me? 5 cases of the stuff. So every once in a while, I'll sneak in and grab one for 28 bucks. Like I said, it's 100 proof, Brown-Forman notes. It's absolutely delicious bottle. If you can find this, and it's a liter. I mean, for God's sakes, look at that thing. It's a liter. Again, if you see a cap, I put a cork on it. I hate caps. But, oh, juicy, juicy, lovely, beautiful goodness. Early Times Bottle and Bond. If you can find the 414, I highly recommend it. And if you do have the 12 and you find a 414, compare them. Let me know what you think. But I prefer this one better. Next one. Everybody's favorite. Old Granddad 114. The OG. 114 proof. This thing packs a punch for 63% corn, 27% rye, and 10% malted barley. It's a spicy orangeberry goodness in a glass. It's proofy, yes, but you get that rye spice. You get that corn note. And for 35 bucks here in Michigan, this was getting hard to find. Then it started to come back out, thank God, because, I mean, for 114 proof for $35, you're not going to go wrong. And these are my 5. But I always like to do a tag-along. Tag-along means, like the bourbon judge, his asterisk. This is my tag-along. And everybody's going to know what it is. Old Forester, 100 proof. This is why I liked these 3. These are all Brown-Formans. This one is an old Brown-Forman, newer Brown-Forman, old school Brown-Forman. This is what they used to call the signature, but now it's just the Old Forester 100 proof. This has got, again, your char, your little bit of oak char, your vanilla. It is $27 here in Michigan. It's 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. But what I like about this tastes to me like a bananas Foster drizzled with chocolate. Absolutely delicious, neat, on the rocks, or in a drink. So this is my 5, plus a tag along, more additional bourbons that you can find under $40. Again, like I always like to say, find a bottle, open the bottle, enjoy the bottle, because good whiskey is always meant to be shared. Thanks for watching.